So we will continue with the urea cycle. I told you earlier that urea cycle is actually taking place in the liver cells in both mitochondrion and cytoplasm. For our convenience, we will divide this diagram into two and we will see it. This is the mitochondrion. Glutamine from the extrahepatic tissues is transported into the mitochondrion, and inside the mitochondrion it is acted upon by glutaminase, an enzyme, and is transformed into glutamate and ammonia. Glutamine is broken down into glutamate and ammonia. Actually, what happens here, this is the structure of glutamine. When this NH2 group is removed as ammonia, as you see here, the remaining structure is glutamate. And there is one more source of glutamate. Amino acids from the cytoplasm by means of transamination reaction are transformed into glutamate. This is taking place outside the mitochondria. And this glutamate also is transported into the mitochondria. And by the action of glutamate dehydrogenase enzyme, this glutamate is converted into alpha ketoglutarate and ammonia. Glutamate by means of the action of glutamate dehydrogenase is converted into alpha ketoglutarate and ammonia. This ammonia, but you see here as ammonium ions, how it happens, ammonia dissolves in water forming ammonium ions. This ammonia or ammonium ions combines with bicarbonate and is transformed into carbamoyl phosphate. Then there is a question, how is the bicarbonate being formed? Carbon dioxide dissolving in water. Carbon dioxide dissolves in water forming bicarbonate, or we say carbonic acid, and that is dissociating into bicarbonate ions, and that reaction requires 2 molecules of ATP as well. So what you see here is the carbamoyl phosphate. This carbamoyl phosphate is the first substrate actually. This carbamoyl phosphate combines with ornithine to form citrulline. What is ornithine? Ornithine is an amino acid not found in proteins. What is citrulline? Citrulline is another amino acid not found in proteins. So ornithine inside the mitochondrion combines with carbamoyl phosphate to form citrulline. That is the first reaction of this urea cycle. Where is the citrulline being formed? Inside the mitochondrion. Now, this citrulline is transported out of the mitochondrion into the cytoplasm. And here I did not tell you one thing. You see, this oxaloacetate is there in the mitochondrion. It reacts with glutamate to form aspartate. What is aspartate? Aspartate is an amino acid, as you see here. This is the structure of aspartate. And this is glutamate, an amino acid. This is oxaloacetate, a keto acid. So, an amino acid plus a keto acid by means of transamination reaction gives rise to an amino acid plus a keto acid. So this is another transamination reaction. In this reaction, aspartate is produced. This aspartate is transported out of the mitochondrion, where you will see later that it is used for the formation of ammonia. I told you earlier, two things are transported into the mitochondrion and two things are transported out of the mitochondrion. Okay, now let us continue. What is taking place in the cytoplasm? Here citrulline is there, which is transported from the mitochondrion, combines with ATP molecule, and an intermediate is formed here, as you see here, citrulyl AMP intermediate. It is quite transient, and then it will combine with aspartate molecule. From where is this aspartate reached? Here, from the mitochondrion, and it combines with aspartate reaction 2A and 2B. That means this is actually forming a single reaction. What is formed is argininosuccinate. This is argininosuccinate. Where is the reaction taking place? In the in the cytoplasm. This is argininosuccinate. And in the next reaction, this argininosuccinate is broken down into fumarate and arginine. This red colored part becomes the fumarate and the remaining part becomes the arginine. Is it clear now? And in the next part, this arginine is transformed into urea and ornithine. In reaction number 4, arginine is broken down into urea and ornithine. Where is urea? This NH2CONH2 is urea. Actually here CO is not there, but a hydrolysis will take place here. You see water is added, hydrolysis is taking place. So NH2CONH2, this bond is broken here and H2O is added here. So that is how urea is formed in reaction number 4. Plus ornithine. So where is the urea formed in the liver cells? In the cytoplasm, not inside the mitochondrion. Now ornithine is there in the cytoplasm. As we found in the previous slide, this ornithine is transported into the mitochondrial matrix for the formation of citrulline by reaction with the carbamoyl phosphate. So there are 4 reactions in urea cycle. But I did not tell you anything about the enzymes involved. Let us go back to the previous slide. In reaction number 1, formation of citrulline from ornithine and carbamoyl phosphate. And thereafter citrulline is passing on into the cytosol. And formation of argininosuccinate through a citrulyl AMP intermediate. And then 3, formation of arginine from argininosuccinate. This reaction releases fumarate. And reaction 4, formation of urea. This is regenerating the ornithine. So these are the reactions of urea cycle. And there is an enzyme called arginase. Where is that enzyme functioning? I did not tell you so far. There is an enzyme called arginase. Where is that enzyme functioning? You can find out from the equation. The enzyme is acting upon arginine. Arginine is broken down. You can find it out from the diagram. Okay. Now, is there any relation between urea cycle and TCA cycle? This is the urea cycle as you see here, taking place both in the cytoplasm and in the mitochondrion. And this is the citric acid cycle taking place inside the mitochondrial matrix. You see the aspartate. Is there any aspartate formed in the citric acid cycle? No. But some of the intermediates of the citric acid cycle can be used for the formation of aspartate. What's it? Alpha ketoglutarate. This aspartate is used in urea cycle, and it is releasing fumarate. fumarate can be converted into malate. Both the fumarate and the malate are components of citric acid cycle. So some components of citric acid cycle are actually formed from urea cycle. And some components of the citric acid cycle, such as alpha ketoglutarate, can be used for the formation of some components of the urea cycle.